Good morning, Cougars. I'm Anela Apolinar.
And I'm Kegan McLaughlin.
And you're watching CTTV.
Bringing you stories from the trail.
Just a few weeks ago, we held our annual Wish Week, a week packed with exciting events and support for our Wish Kid.
This year, we supported Lamar, a vibrant 12-year-old with a respiratory disorder who wished for his very own custom sensory toy.
We as a school were able to come together and give him just that and raised over $37,000. And it's all thanks to your guys' support that made his wish come true.
Wish Week is one of the most exciting weeks of the year. But have you ever wondered how all the decorations and events come about?
Trail media reporters Abraham Mayores, Kegan McLaughlin, and Richie Wynn share how CT's National Art Honor Society transformed our school into a Toytopia for Lamar.
NAHS, also known as the National Art Honor Society, is a student-led organization at CT that is involved in setting up artwork for various events. But most importantly, they're in charge of transforming our school for our annual Wish Week Child in cooperation with student leadership.
I originally decided to join NAHS because I really wanted to be a part of the art community in CT and to get more so involved in the art section of CT rather than just being in art classes.
So the reason why I run NAHS along with my co-sponsor, Ms. Barr, is I really enjoy having an opportunity to work with my students outside of the classroom and really have an opportunity to see their creativity in a totally different light where it is out and impacting the community around them. They get a lot of freedom, they get a lot of collaboration, it allows for some leadership opportunities. I feel like I get to know my students in a completely different light, and it is one of the best parts of my job. I really love it. I'm constantly surprised by my student leaders and how much initiative they take on and how much I don't have to remind them of really anything. Every year I'm trying very hard to make sure that the students are getting more and more of a voice, more and more of their designs put into place.
We put in a lot of work into Wish Week. It's probably our biggest event of the year, and it's what we really plan around for the whole year. We spend 4 out of 5 days of the week after school for 2 hours creating the decorations, planning the decorations, and setting it all up.
We usually find out sometime in December what the theme is, and then we immediately jump into planning mode. We have leadership meetings where we discuss concepts and what we're going to create. We put together orders, get supplies, and then as soon as we come back from winter break, we start building and we start making. I definitely see Wish Week as 100% of CT is involved in some form or fashion, and I'm very proud that we get to contribute in a way that really speaks to our strengths with creativity and artistry and, making beautiful displays that our wish child can walk in and be very surprised by and love and get excited about. It's my favorite thing to see the Wish Week kid come in and play with all the things that we've made at the end.
This is Abraham Mayores reporting for Anela Apolinar, Kegan McLaughlin, and Richie Wade, and you're watching CTTV.
That was amazing. It's great to see how our school comes together in support of this annual event.
For our next story, we're bringing the spotlight on the girls' swim and dive team.
With the state competition just last week, the girls' swim and dive team is geared up for their biggest meet of the season.
Trail media reporters Giaval Salzig, Pearson Gilbert, and Ella Carter shared more on how the team led up to this point and the significance of the support they received.
Bleachers at swim meets are empty, except for our families. My name is Ava Zadigan, I'm a senior, and I'm on the CT swim and dive team.
My name is Dalton. I am the CT Girls Swim and Dive coach. The team dynamic is incredibly supportive. I see a lot of love for each other, passion for the sport, and plenty of energy.
My name is Emma Saliger. I'm a sophomore and I'm on the CT Girls Swim team.
I'm Tom Loudland. I'm a junior and I'm on the CT Girls Swim team. A positive for me this season was I reached my goal time in the 100 back and I was really supportive and came to all the practices.
A positive this season was making a lot of new friends and being able to make state and more events.
A positive for me this swim team was just the positivity that the team kind of set out. I know that's not like an individual thing, but I loved seeing how positive the team was with everyone, and I think it just made such a huge difference in our times.
The student section is completely empty. The only cheers we have are our parents.
I think if more students came to watch us and support us, we would be 10 times better because it's so much fun performing in front of people, and I always believe that you perform best in front of people when you see that they care about you, you want to do good and impress them.
Go Cougs!
Hey Cougars, do you have a passion for music?
Do you also need some extra help with school?
Our next story highlights how high school musicians go above and beyond to take time out of their day and tutor young musicians at the local Talons Reach Library.
Richie Wynn has the story.
Students all over the school get involved in our community. Between the Notes, BTN, is an after-school tutoring program for student musicians to pass on their music knowledge to younger kids interested in music. Volunteers at BTN joined this program for a variety of reasons.
I joined BTN, number one, because I heard it was a good volunteer opportunity and you were able to get a lot of hours. And over time I realized that you're also able to, especially if you're a musician and you're teaching kids like fundamental musician things, you're able to like improve on your skills that way.
I joined BTN because it was a service opportunity that was provided to me, and it's teaching music lessons, which I'm pretty familiar with. I've gotten lessons myself and I play a lot of music, so I think I would be qualified to teach music lessons.
From teaching to time commitments, these volunteers aren't just mentors to the kids, but role models of what they can become.
When you are working with youth in any form, whether they're babies all the way to teenagers, there's an impact, there is a connection, there is some sort of mentorship, directly or indirectly, that is being made. Something about teens working with kids that are just a few years younger than them, it's like wildfire. They look up to the volunteers so much, and they adore the volunteers so much, and it's just such a strong inspiration for these kids. It's like magic.
The impact that the tutors have on the students is how not only a good example of what a good musician can be, but something that they can really picture themselves being in the future. Because if they see these high school students that are really good musicians, really motivated to teach their instrument to other kids, and just really motivated to play their instrument good, they're gonna look at that and say like, oh, I wanna be like them one day.
BTN isn't just a volunteer opportunity for high school students. It's a free opportunity for young musicians to learn and get one-on-one feedback.
So Between the Notes is great because starting really young as a musician, you learn a lot quicker when you're young. And it's an opportunity that I wish I had when I was a young musician. And so I really like being able to give other young kids in our community that opportunity.
Music literacy is so specific, and usually it costs a lot of money. Most people who have started with orchestra or band or you name it, private classes if it's not done through their school. But sometimes for families, doing that commitment without understanding, oh hey, my kid might hate this, or my kid might not be good at this instrument. This really does provide that support to safely and without pressure explore new music, new instruments, and really figure out what makes them when it comes to music.
I would also recommend it to parents and students because it is a free option for their students to be able to be tutored in music and have that experience of preparing and practicing and then actually performing a recital.
For Between the Notes specifically, again, if you know people who need to volunteer, we take volunteers 13 and up for this role. Always looking for that. On top of that, if you know families who are interested, we have a wait list right now, but we'll put you on the wait list.
BTN is held every Wednesday at the Talons Reach Library from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. If you're interested or know anybody interested, please contact Talons Reach Library. Reporting for Trail Media, I'm Richie Wynn.
Incredible work to the musicians for dedicating their time to their peers. If you're interested in the program, feel free to contact the Talons Reach Library.
In the meantime, you can go to cthstoday.org to stay up to date with the latest stories from our award-winning journalists.
And don't forget to check out our Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook.
Now let's hand it over to activities for our weekly announcements.
Bonjour. French Club will be holding a Mardi Gras party where we will eat beignets and do some crafts. We will meet on March 4th after school in room 291.
I'm Nigerian. Of course I eat eba 3 times a week.
I'm black. Of course I'm going to say I'm on my way, but I haven't even left my house yet.
I'm black. Of course I got 1,000 cousins. I'm black. Of course I need lotion.
I'm black. Of course you're going to ask if you can touch my hair, and I may or may not say no.
I'm Nigerian. Of course I come in when I see my elders.
I'm African. Of course my church services last 4+ hours.
I'm black, of course I keep my hair done.
I'm African. Of course I have a regular home here, but a mansion in Nigeria.
I'm black, of course I'm gonna be at the next BSA meeting.
Calling all sophomores and juniors enthusiastic about science. If you want to spread your love of science to our community, then you should apply for Science National Honor Society.
You will have to complete 10 hours of science-related community service.
Participate in the SNHS service project or other outreach events.
Attend all 4 meetings.
And attend at least one guest speaker. You will also need to have an unweighted science GPA of 3.5 or higher, and you must take science courses all 4 years of high school. So scan that QR code now to apply.
Come on down to room 157 on February 25th for an afternoon of Marvel Trivia Night.
Prepare for an avalanche of marvelous memories, laughter so loud it will wake up Thanos, and snacks so good even Loki would betray his brother for it. Be there or be square.
Okay, it's time for me to fly away now. Here I go! Oh, my leg.
I told you not to do that, silly.
Yo, excuse me. What song are you listening to? Yo, excuse me. What song are you listening to?
Tweaker by LaMelo Ball.
Excuse me. What song are you listening to?
Only You by Party Next Door.
We are CT.
Whether it's recycling, making and selling dog treats during the holiday season, or delivering popcorn to teachers, our ILC program is constantly working to make our community a better place.
Every Friday afternoon, the ILC students run a school-based business called Cougar Pop, where they prepare and deliver popcorn to the staff.
Ethan Walker has this story.
Favorite part of Cougar Pop? Seeing the independence that grows with the students, and when they first start not sure how to do the business, but then they remember all the skills and training each other. My name is Sharon Cannon. I am an ILC ACE teacher. I'm part of the Career Tech Edge program. We had the popcorn machine donated from Fox Ridge Middle School's ILC program. They had already started a popcorn business, and they ended up getting a second machine, so they donated it to us. They learn a lot of different skills. They learn following multiple step directions. They learn the independence of trying to do tasks on their own. They learn how to ask questions if they're stuck and not sure what to do. These are a lot of what are called soft skills that a lot of businesses work on. We try and have managers for different positions to oversee, and then I just make a list each week and look to see who has done what job and rotate students through the jobs. Probably the student's favorite job is either making the popcorn or delivering the popcorn.
That's all for today, Cougars.
Thanks for watching, and remember,
we are CT.